Hello everyone, I'm Jack Muth, and well, it is finally the end of 2020. Wow, what a year it has been. I mean, losing a channel, having to restart all over again, the virus, good times, good times. But you know what? Hey, there might have been some really good things that have happened during this year. I did reach 10,000 subscribers on the old channel. Let's get right back up to that, shall we? Anyways, um, just hope next year's a lot more better. Anywho, so we're here to basically review one more King Kong movie before the end of this year, and it feels kind of fitting because, well, it was a brand new King Kong that came out during the time, and well, it may not have done well in the box. It done well in the boxes, but it didn't do very well by the fans and the critics and everything like that. But how well does it do now? Today, my friends, I am reviewing Dino De Laurentiis' King Kong from 1976. Now, in 1976, this movie, holy crap, this movie went under a whole lot of problems during production. Lots of problems, from legal issues to who's going to distribute this movie, to the animatronic not really working very well, and having a whole bunch of horses losing their hair just for this film. I wish I was joking about the horse hair part, but no, that is real. Anyways, so pretty much the movie begins at the boat, the Explorer, this gas company's boat. And so they basically, and Jack Prescott, who's played by Jeff Daniels, or Jeff Bridges, who basically goes on a trip to Skull Island, the island of King Kong. They don't really name the island in this movie. They just call it an island. And they just head there. But before they get there, they meet a girl named Dwan. And because she was floating aboard on a little raft, she was saved by Jack Prescott. And before she left on a boat, apparently they were making a film on the boat, and well, she was saved by porn. I mean, I guess you could say that this is very close to the original, where they were going to shoot a film, but the shooting of the film was destroyed because of like the whole entire of a storm, and she was saved by porn. I'm done saying that word for now. So pretty much she gets onto the Explorer and pretty much goes to the island, and they go to the island and they see the natives. The natives basically want Dwan. Yeah, she's not Ann Darrow in this movie. She's named Dwan. That's D-W-A-N. Dwan. And so pretty much they want her, and they say, well, we'll give you our women, but the people are like, no, we can't give you her. No, she's not like that. And so they have to fire their guns up in the air so that way they can not attack them and kill them. So yeah. Anyways, so during the night, Jack Prescott decides to basically go onto the island and take some pictures. But before he does go, Dwan goes and meets him, and they have a romantic part of the whole movie. Oh, it makes your heart warm up. But so Jack Prescott basically goes out and go grab some food from the kitchen. While he's gone, Juan gets kidnapped by the natives. What is up with these natives trying to kidnap? What is up with them? Jeez, man. Okay, so pretty much they sacrifice her to Kong, the king of the island, and pretty much he carries her around and they have romantic parts. He has the eyes on her and the creepy smile on her. I'm sorry to say this, but that smile. No. Nah. So pretty much Jack Prescott basically goes and saves Juan from King Kong from a giant serpent. And well, Kong chases them back to the wall. And this is where Kong basically finally does his destruction on the village, where he basically breaks through the wall and he falls into a hole and passes out from chloroform. Okay. Yeah. Well, this time they at least show us. Okay, I don't know how they show us. How the hell did they get Kong inside of a boat? That's my question. How the hell did they do that? So pretty much Kong basically is inside the boat, being lonely and stuff, and he starts having a big huge rage because Juan's handkerchief basically fell down towards him, and he smells her, and well, he starts rampaging on the inside the boat. And while that happens, there's a moment where a pipe breaks and brown water starts coming out. We can imagine that's only poop water. So Juan basically goes over and comforts Kong. And as she does this, she kind of feels sorry for him. Yeah. And so they head back to New York City, where Kong is basically held up on display as king. And well, and Juan basically is up there being all sparkly like it's the 70s, because this was the 70s. Anyways, so Kong's like tied down and is caged. And well, it goes well as you think it will. Basically, Kong thinks that reporters are basically attacking Juan, and so he basically goes on a rampage. And so pretty much it ends with Kong basically going up the World Trade Center. Listen, I'll get to that later on. He climbs up to the World Trade Center and basically has his final showdown. And well, if you know King Kong's story, you know how it ends. Falls off the World Trade Center and becomes a styrofoam dummy. Not joking, that's an actual thing. They actually made a styrofoam dummy for this film. Actually, they had to hide it before the film began because they actually put it at the actual World Trade Center. And the movie ends where Juan's basically the one who's being ridiculed for Kong's destruction. And well, that's the movie. It ends right there. Jack Prescott is basically like, what the hell is going on? And then it's like, it ends. And she's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, So, what do I think of the film? This is not the worst King Kong movie, okay? Let me be honest with you here. This is not a bad King Kong movie. However, King Kong Lives is the worst King Kong movie. Let's just be honest here. That one's bad. Let's just say that. It's just really bad. But this King Kong movie actually does try to make something nice. We actually spend time with Juan and King Kong. And, well, I do find it to be really good. It's just that, why did they make him smile like that? It's just, Speaking of Kong, the person who based the special effects on King Kong is very well done. Even though it's done by a guy in a suit, it's very well done. And you actually see the actor's eyes. Unlike in the Toho movies where it's just glass eyes or something like that, where it looks like a mascot mask than an actual ape. So, and guess who played inside the Kong suit? Rick Baker. Rick Baker. Rick Baker. He is the one who basically plays Kong throughout some of the film. Of course, there was a stunt coordinator, which I forgot his name, unfortunately, but he did pass away earlier this year or last year. And, well, he will be missed. And I hope that his legacy does live on through this film, at least, and many other films that he's been in. So, well, you probably have, if you looked up on about the King Kong 1976 film, you should probably be wondering about the poster. Well, the poster basically has King Kong battling airplanes on top of the World Trade Center. This is technically something that, well, this is before 9/11. We must remember this. It came out during the 70s, so they didn't know. So, but you have to admit, it is very dynamic, but nowadays situations they kind of have to change the picture on the DVD. I mean, seriously, they just had to change it. That's understandable, you know. But yeah, this is not the first. Though this is not the first time a monster has attacked the World Trade Center. Oh God. Oh, I should probably stop where I am right now before I go any further than that. So let's talk about the story. The story is, well, it's a King Kong adaptation. And it does try to get very political in this film. And, well, Jeff Bridges is a very good actor, but no one can be more better than me, because I am the only one who has a beard and long flowing locks. I'm the one who's sexy hair. What am I talking about? Anyways, the acting in this film is okay. It's okay, not great, but it's okay. Sometimes it gets a little confusing sometimes for me. I kind of get lost in some of the facts that some of them are like being a bit meh. So, pretty much, yeah, this is not the worst King Kong film. That honor actually goes to King Kong Lives and Ape. Yeah, I'm not joking. So, oh, that's a movie. So, it's not a bad film. Oh, I should probably have told you something. You probably noticed that I didn't say that there were dinosaurs or King Kong didn't attack any dinosaurs. That's because there are none. They really wanted this movie to be realistic. Yes, you're trying to be realistic where a giant ape takes a girl up to his place and a giant serpent basically attacks him. You, come on, man. I do have to say that the music is very well done. There are beautiful moments in this music. And when you hear King Kong's theme, it shows him as power. And when Dwan's theme comes in, it's this elegant, beautiful thing, like a little flower who was about to do porn. Sorry. Anyways, what was I going to get to? Oh, yes. Remember when I said that there was an animatronic problem? Oh, yeah. Well, when the scene where Kong is basically strapped down to in a cage, the scene where a giant gorilla animatronic, which was created by the original special effects director, Margot Rambaldi, I believe. Yes, Margot Rambaldi. He created the animatronic and the suit, but he created the animatronic and he covered the whole entire thing in horse hair. Horse hair. Do you know how expensive horse hair is? It's not exactly cheap. Horses lost their hair just for King Kong. And the cost for the animatronic in of itself was around $7 million. Like, you've got to be kidding me. And the animatronic was supposed to be like the big deal. Like, this was supposed to be the main event for any Kong movie. But unfortunately, the animatronic didn't work, so they decided just to go for the man in a suit completely for the whole entire scene. God, I've seen better animatronics than just and Universal. Oh wait, those actually gotten rid of, and one of them got burned down. Oh, well, at least it's better than nothing. I don't know. Anyways, so that's my review for the King Kong 1976 review. Now, do I recommend you watch it? Yeah, actually, yeah, I highly recommend you do. Yeah, it's not a great King Kong adaptation. Hell, it's not even very close to the King Kong, to the original King Kong, but you can respect it for what it is. Try to be a good movie. I mean, obviously, this was supposed to be a cash into Jaws, but I mean, come on. This movie actually does have the elegance and beauty of the original King Kong, and actually does take time trying to give King Kong a reason to love Juan, and give Juan a reason to actually cry over Kong's death. Whereas Fay Ray basically doesn't really cry for Kong. She gets saved by Jack Driscoll in that movie. But I do feel like the movie does hinder itself with the romance between Kong and Juan. I mean, there's Jeff Bridges' character, Jack Prescott, and basically Juan basically falling for them both. It's a love triangle that technically doesn't really work. I'm saying sorry, it's just how it is sometimes. So, and the fall when Kong falls off the World Trade Center, well, that's the effect doesn't really work for me. He moves a bit too much for me. Why don't he just be like a little, just have him, because he's not, because when he's practically dead when he hits the ground, or basically wounded, and he wouldn't be moving, he'd be falling a lot more gracefully. What am I talking about the special effects for? Well, Jesus Christ. I've seen better special effects in Jack Buchanan's King Kong movie. And that movie is actually a fan film. Yeah. Anyways. So, there we are. That's my review for King Kong versus King Kong, the 1976 movie. It got a sequel. And like I said before, King Kong Lives is the worst King Kong movie. I mean, originally Son of Kong was that, but then again, not very many people knew that there was a Son of Kong. So, I mean, you can't really blame them for that. Anyways. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty okay movie. It's a bit of a slow burn, but you know what? I can accept that. I like slow burns. I like slow burn movies anyways. Shining. And yeah, there's a lot of there was a lot of legal issues with the film that was in the early production of the film. But if you want to see more about that, I highly recommend you go check out Big Jack Films reviews. He has everything on King Kong. Trust me when I say that guy right there, pretty good dude. He knows more about King Kong. He is the King Kong guy. And I can respect that a whole lot. And he made his own film, so you can't really say very much. You can't say that he didn't do something to make it. Which that reminds me. Next year, there's going to be a new year. Meaning, I'm probably going to restart on a little project that I had to go push back a little bit. I'm Jack Muth, the film guy. Don't believe it, look it up. And remember, keep that smile away from that Kong. It just doesn't work. Stop it, Kong. Just don't smile at me like that. Bye.